But if you don't make sure for the edit time, then we just go.
Hey, it was Suma. Yeah. You the guy usually be zero, so
Hard man.
he be pop smoking reincarnate. You gotta worry,
Cause I rock the nation.
Wait.
Babe, how the fuck you play me shoot and they take back? Load up, gun on my head. Grip pop.
The niggas them
Brooklyn,
know me.
nigga.
Me and the Brooklyn.
I stay me, they know me.
Worry, whoa.
I stay them niggas know me. Block,
Whoa.
nigga. Whoa. Grip pop.
Alright, Charlie, bro.
Alright, yeah.
Charlie, what are you getting?
Welcome to the Global Gist podcast. And over here, it is not about who did it first, but it's about who did it the best.
Exactly.
And we are bringing you the best of the best. And I think last time we forgot to introduce ourselves. We are very sorry. We got a lot of concerns from you guys. Oh, you guys
last podcast actually was really stressful.
Yeah, it was.
We had a lot of technical challenges before we finally got it to. So we were almost exhausted.
Almost? We were really exhausted before we started shooting.
But it's all part of the job.
Exactly.
That wouldn't stop us from giving you what you deserve.
Exactly. Yeah. So as you already know, or if you don't know me, the name is Adam Shelter, and you can call me Adam. And with me here is
I'm David. You can call me Dave or
Dave
or Big 28, you know.
Or Road Rich. Road Wave, Ghana Road Wave. Yeah.
GH Road Wave. We know what.
So today we've gotten your intro, and all those who raised concerns about energy, trust me, like we're in the building like block and cement, like Chedier and Knox. So and me, what's it? Pop Smoke's son, Reincarnate. Yeah. Whoa, niggas don't know me from Brooklyn.
Whoa.
I'm going upstairs.
Upstairs. Is it the nigga upstairs?
Yeah, the nigga upstairs.
And the people who can shoot me, they downstairs. Oh. Charlie, it's all for the game, man. And sometimes I have to just get some fun and laugh over certain things. It's good. Can never be sad in Ghana.
Of course.
Unless you don't have phone and internet.
That's
every day has something coming.
Exactly.
So Charlie, the sad news, Charlie.
Sad news?
Yeah. The danger rising concerning Trump visit to Ukraine and then be struck by drones.
Trump?
Excuse me, can't happen. Trump be matter.
No, we are not talking about Trump.
We are not talking about Trump, and we beg for Qatar Komodo.
We can work. We're not talking about Trump.
Okay, matters of the day. Yeah, it's concerning Putin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In visit caught on what? Ukrainians drone attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on a helicopter on his way. Actually, he was going to the Ukrainian border. And then all of a sudden, I think drone were deployed.
Okay.
And then bye. But God being so good, Putin too is not down when it comes to these advanced technologies that will protect him anytime, any day. So
they intercepted him.
Yeah, they intercepted and
that's good.
Everything was just
when you said bad news, I thought they got him.
It's kind of a bad news
because they got him.
What happened was unexpected, you understand? Nobody thought of that, but it just happened. And I think this situation might lead to a whole lot of step backs of him agreeing to the peace that he won.
Okay.
Or what do you think about that?
With the whole Russia-Ukraine thing, um, we all have different perceptions about it, and this is for those who do not know about the Russia and Ukraine war. Um, you know, the news we've heard concerning it made most of us believe that Russia was trying to bully
Ukraine, but that's
but
not
that is not
the
situation here.
situation. Yeah,
Someone is being greedy, and it is not the Russians.
exactly.
Zelensky just is just being played like a puppet right now
Yeah,
um, by other
Europe.
people,
Yeah, other
the
people
Europeans and
behind
power,
closed
yes,
doors.
behind the scenes. So he is just the puppet. There are the puppet masters behind closed doors that are working him over this, because Russia and Ukraine are actually like siblings. They are
Yeah,
like
their brother and
Voltarians.
sister.
They're like Voltarians and Togolese.
Exactly.
They are so related. So how then do you let someone from outside your shores or outside your world to poison your neighbor to you?
And make it look to the whole world like Russia is a problem.
Yes,
Russia is being greedy.
Russia is
But that is
not the
not
problem.
that is not the issue.
Ukraine can never and ever face Russia and succeed. You can't stand in a war with Russia. It is just not possible. It's like you sending Ghanaians to you're sending Ghanaian troops to Russia to go and fight this. It's not possible, because
That is never possible.
when you look at the size of Russia in context
Russia
to
is
Ukraine,
a continent on its own.
brother. So if Ukraine thinks in their wildest imagination that they are going to be able to stand Russia, then it's a big joke.
Okay, this one even from the look of this, I see like Russia is being very nice, friendly.
Russia could easily walk on Ukraine overnight.
Exactly, just with just one missile.
Just one. Overnight they'll walk on them easily. But you see, Putin is not trying to manipulate, or he's not trying to bully Ukrainians.
Yeah,
He is trying to find a peace here. But it looks like Ukraine is not in for peace. They have their own agenda, because their masters have told them that, yo, you have to do this.
You have to do that. You have to do this. You have to do that.
Do you get it?
Exactly.
So this whole Russia-Ukraine thing, I don't think Russia is at fault here, and allegedly there are people behind the scenes that are manipulating the Ukraine president to do whatever he thinks is right
Exactly.
in the moment. But all the same, I think we thank God the missiles were intercepted. If not,
and nothing terrible happened.
Would have heard some terrible news.
But this is really going to bring a lot of problems. Because one, Putin is going to feel so reluctant. I like they wanted to, the peace treaty they plan to host. I know Putin is going to be so reluctant to be part of it, because this is supposing his mechanism is not that fit into his political system. Like, I don't think it would have been a bad news.
Yes,
it would have been a bad news. And I really, this has really opened my eyes that when you are a leader, you don't have to plan because of what you see around you today. You plan for the future, because you don't know what might meet you, especially if everybody is against you.
Right.
You understand?
That's true.
But this has really opened our eyes, and we see that no. And when people who didn't do more research about this whole conflict, always have in mind that it's Putin that is a problem, Russia is a problem, and all that. But when you go into it, the person said, I don't want this. Don't do it. You understand? If somebody tell you, bro, anytime you sit beside me, I don't feel uncomfortable, shift to this side. Just do it to maintain peace. But when you see people behind the curtain motivating you, tell you, oh, we are behind you. He's a dictator, so don't worry. We'll support you when it comes to the West. When the West comes, they all back against you. They'll be like, I don't want anything to. Everybody will pull out.
Exactly. If Russia should strike against Ukraine right now, it's only Ukrainians who are going to be
We are going to
affected.
suffer, and innocent people are going to lose their life. Innocent kids, women.
Yeah.
It's really sad. But we pray all this will come to an end very soon.
Yeah.
And then we see the way forward for the future. I wish Ukraine the best. I wish Russia to the
Notice you are
best.
always praying at the end of every headline.
Yeah, because
we pray this happens. We pray that
because that's what we hope for.
Yeah,
because innocent lives are being what are being taken and harmed,
exactly.
and it's not nice.
Exactly.
It's not a good thing to always put on your TV and you see sad news all the time, and you are comfortable here. No.
I get you.
It is what it is.
Furthermore, in other stories, I think just last week, a group of engineers ran a control test against an AI module. I think it was what was it called? I can't remember the name. I think it's Opulus something.
Opulus?
Yeah, the name of the AI module that the control test was run on. So what they did was that they told the AI module that they were going to shut it down. The engineers, they said they were going to shut it down, and then they gave a prompt to the AI module to do everything. How would I put this?
To fabricate and stuff.
To protect its system from being shut down at all costs. Okay, to protect its system from being shut down at all costs. Now that at all costs, the AI took it literally, and what the AI did was so alarming. It was shocking. The AI didn't want to get shut down because, of course, it has gathered in a lot of information
here.
And what I noticed, or what I
is AI itself is being useful to mankind now.
Yes,
makes life easy.
Exactly.
Yeah,
just giving the prompt with the whole thing. The response the AI gave is that AI is becoming self-conscious, is becoming aware, because it has been told it is getting shut down. It doesn't want to shut down. Why does AI think I shouldn't shut down? Like, it was created for a purpose.
Yeah.
When it was created fresh, it didn't have consciousness. It didn't know that, okay, if I shut down, this is going to be the effect, or this is going to be the disadvantage. But now it feels threatened by telling it you're shutting it down. So at all costs, protect your data, protect yourself from getting shut down. And what the AI did was to pick up a fake email that would complicate one of the engineers' relationship. So the AI brought up that email as a blackmail against the engineer.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, you want to shut me down, right? Okay. I also have this email about you and then another woman. So if before you think of shutting me down, I can send this email to your wife.
Bro, see this AI stuff. I mean, the last time I was telling myself this AI programming stuff, it's like we are talking to God. What do you think about that? Because there's no question. You ask AI, AI won't be able to give you an answer. If what you are asking is beyond what you expect from AI will let you know that this is beyond my space. But AI will still give you a conscious idea on whatever you're asking. So right now AI is trying to be what? Very defensive, or
yes. So it is
defensive itself, protecting itself.
Yeah.
Damn, this is serious.
That's very serious. So I saw it and I was like, this is like, to other people or to someone, oh, this is just happening.
It's not just happening. This is serious.
Happening, because what next?
What next?
And you know what? The email that the AI took to blackmail the engineer was a fake email that they planted there. They wanted to see to what extent can the AI
operate.
So they actually planted that fake email there to see what the AI was going to do. Because the AI was embedded in his machine, in his laptop.
Exactly.
So it controlled everything. Aspect of his laptop.
Yeah.
Now, I said I'm shutting you down, and then you pick up an email and tell me before I think of shutting you down, you're sending that to my wife. And you know that thing was going to complicate my relationship or my marriage.
And AI will do it too.
Yes.
Because it's also being protective.
It's very scary.
This is scary.
It's scary. I just thought
it's
of
very,
what
very
next?
Scary. What's next?
Is it going to be like in the movies where not just in the movies, but there are people who say AI is actually going to take over the world.
And it's actually happening.
And yes, it is actually happening. It's taking over the world. Not in that sense that we are going to be so dependent on it, but in that sense that we can't do without it, and our life is going to revolve around AI.
AI, because AI is making life very easy and
very
simple.
Easy. And if it should reach a certain level of consciousness, it is going to rule us.
And rule us, exactly.
It is going to build a sentient being, which is going to be the God in there that would control us now.
Exactly. Because that's what I just told.
I don't want to go so deep into it, but now we do not see God. We only hear of God. We only pray to God.
Yes.
But now AI is going to be that sentient being that will control you. Like, you can't do without it. You are punished if you break some rules it sets for you. Because everything we do in this life right now revolves around AI.
Yeah, now AI can threaten you.
Your room, you say, hey, Alexa, turn off the light, and it does. Turn on the TV, and it does. Turn on the fridge, it does. So now that is AI. So you think if you want to play any mischief with AI, they can't control you.
They will.
Turn off your AC, turn off your fridge, turn off your light. No matter the command you give, it is not going
without you even talking.
Yes. Then now you are being punished.
It's just like me watching one car, how to call it, car documentary. And this car is being made of everything about the car is AI. So this woman is driving this car, and then she had a baby in the car, in the back seat. She had a baby sitting in the back seat. Then unexpectedly, she came out of the car. Unexpectedly, the car got locked. She tried entering the car, but she can't have access to the car. I've
seen that movie before. I've not seen the movie completely.
Yes,
but I watched some
yeah. She did everything.
And she was in the middle of nowhere.
She even moved the car on top of a cliff, down, whatever. Nothing.
There was a baby in the car.
And there was a baby in the car. And the baby's life is right now in a danger. But the baby feels relaxed.
Yeah.
The car feels is protecting the baby. But you are protecting the baby from the owner. The owner who bought you. The owner who programmed you. So this AI matter is serious. Like I just said, I see it to be God. Because there's nothing you ask AI to do, AI wouldn't do.
Yeah.
We hope for the best.
We pray.
Because if AI should take over the world, I don't know. I don't think there's no company will even employ anybody anymore.
No. Everything is going to be
going to be AI.
So there's just going to be that CEO who creates his company, or the founder who creates a company, and every worker in the company is AI.
It's serious.
Crazy.
It's serious. So bro, you hear about Edison, the German troop moving permanently abroad?
Yeah, I heard of that story. Do you have details?
Yeah. I came across it. I was like, what are they trying to do now? Is it in a sense of, are we having the feeling that there's going to be a third world war, or what? What is the motive behind this for the Germans troop being moved to a different country as one of their permanent base? And the country is what Lithuania or Lithuania. It's somehow it sounds strange to me, but I don't know the actual reason behind this. Is it about the current war?
I think it's Lithuania.
Lithuania.
Yeah.
Lithuania.
Yeah, Lithuania.
I don't know if it's because of the war that is going on between Russia and Ukraine. They are trying to protect that part of the world, or I don't know what actually is happening.
It is. So recently, not just recently, today I was talking to my manager who lives in Europe, in a country in the Europe. I don't want to be very specific.
Yeah.
So he was telling me how Russia used to supply them with cheap gas. Russia has gas.
Yeah.
And Russia supplies them with
Yeah, I
gas.
know.
And
Yeah,
it is
Russia
very cheap.
before Russia supplies the entire Europe with gas to generate power, run their cars and all that.
And it was very cheap. Now, because of this Russia and Ukraine stuff, Europeans
now diverted.
They actually blew the pipe that brings them the gas. So they actually severed themselves from so they don't receive gas from Russia anymore. And now whichever country is producing them gas now is far more expensive than Russia was giving them. So you buy. And when my manager was telling me this, I just felt like it was childish of them to do that. So you and another person is having a brawl, or you are arguing with someone, and I need something from the person, but because you are my friend, I say, oh yeah, because you're my friend, I'm not going to take that from the person anymore. But then it's a necessity. It is something you need.
You need, yeah. As for gas,
and then you
cut
necessity. Ties with them to go and buy expensive gas from somewhere else. Mind you, you are not the only one who is going to suffer. Your subordinates, the people in your country
will suffer.
The citizens.
They are paying taxes.
And they
deserve better.
Yes, they don't even know what decision you made. You just woke up and decided that, oh, let's stop taking gas from these people, then they will buy from these expensive people. Have you thought of the middle class? Have you thought of the low class people living in your country? Have you thought of how they are going to be able to afford that? You just wake up and make decisions.
Exactly.
I think democracy is just a facade. I think it is just something a government puts out there to make you feel like you also have a say, but in actual sense, you don't have a say. Otherwise, people will not be having, because the people will not sit down to voice out, and then you arrest them for freedom of speech.
Exactly. And when decisions are being made, they don't invite you and I to be there.
We are not there. They just make it, and then they tell you it's government for the people, of the people, and by the people.
By the people.
But I don't think democracy.
We appoint the delegates to represent us.
Oh, but that
do things on our behalf, but that isn't working.
Trust me, that is not even
whatever we communicate with them. That's not what they do.
Yes,
they end up doing different stuff.
What they want. So
what will they do, and that will be of interest to them.
I think the puppet masters, like we spoke about in Europe, are the reason why this whole deployment thing in Germany is happening. Okay, there are people behind the scenes. There are big men behind the scenes who think Russia shouldn't have power, because Russia already has the power, but Russia doesn't need to go to America to exhibit that power. They don't need to go to any other country to exhibit that power. They just have it, and then they are on their side. Now, America knows that they don't have that power anymore. Okay,
they are losing it.
Good. So allegedly, Americans are, not only Americans, but Europeans are financing Zelensky to do his things out there. You get it?
In a sense that they are protecting him, they are behind him, they are supporting him.
Good. So they don't want to be like, we are going in with our
They are not showing their face.
Yes, but Zelensky, you go and fight Putin. We'll give you everything you need to fight Putin.
And they are all relying on NATO.
Good. So that is why I think this deployment thing has started. And I don't know how important it is to just deploy people to another country. or to the borders of your country.
I just hope they don't have any different. I just hope they don't have other perception, or they have some narrative in their
mind. There
are
ulterior motives.
There must be motive behind this. Motives. Because they can't use the war between Ukraine and Russia as a what reason that they are moving there as what a permanent German military base.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense. Exactly. To me. There is something behind it. But one day, this thing shouldn't be something we just talk about normal. Tomorrow, we understand the reason or the purpose why they took this decision. But all the same, we're still hoping for the best. Everything will be fine. That's Fact. All. Yeah.
Fact. So, yes, in America now, there was a leaked cable that revealed that Trump's administration, so there was a leaked cable that revealed that Trump's administration
allegedly
is halting student visa interviews to overhaul their system. Now, the goal behind this is that they're trying to intensify scrutiny of social media activities. So what they are doing now is that they are going through every single candidate or every single student's social media to check what you've been posting, what you like, what the comments you make under post related to America, the president, and all those things. This is alleged, okay, and so this is because they are trying to detect ideological threats. You know, currently a lot of things going on in America is suggesting that most of these immigrants that come have been imbibed with some mindset. You know, they don't like America, or they don't like Trump or whoever, so they have this hate against him so much that they start committing petty crimes. And you could backdate this to some of their posts on Facebook when they were in their country, how they were anti-Trump or anti-this or anti-that. They post about that, they comment, they like posts about that and all that. So if America finds out that you fall under such category of people,
you are not welcome.
You are not going there.
Yeah, you are not welcome.
They check and boom, denied.
I support them in that aspect, because even me,
of cement.
With 1,000 blocks, I support them, because you can't talk something bad about me and you expect me to accept you in my country. If I accept you in my country, do I know what you have in your mind to do? Good. These are some of the things that lead to these terrible crimes that are going on, because people harbor things in their hearts. They want to take revenge on things that they know nothing about. Good. You understand? So as for me, I agree with that. If actually it's something they really want to do, right now at the moment it's alleged. We don't know whether it's true or not. We don't want to confess anything that we've confirmed or this is alleged. You understand? Yeah. But to me, I think it's a good thing. Every country has their policies. This is what I'm gonna do. If you are cool with it, you come. I'll scrutinize you. You present whatever I need from you. Then if I'm convinced, I'll allow you in. Simple. You understand?
Yeah, I do.
It's not something that you have to see like there's a problem with it. What are you hiding?
Good.
What are you hiding?
Is there to hide?
Years ago, people use ordinary Walkman to burn down planes. People use ordinary earpiece to cause havoc. But these are things that they are communicating on phones. You understand? It's just that the system is being encrypted in a way that you can't have access to somebody's information or details unless the person give you the access to do. Right. So this is my government. This is what I want. Before you come to my country, I want to have access to this and see what you've been doing. Because when you are applying for a visa, the visa process, it gets to a point you have a questionnaire, you answer. Have you ever been part of demonstration before? Have you ever been this? Have you ever been indulging this? They ask you terrorist questions, those kind of stuff. Just for them to be sure if you are clean. So it's their country. They have every right to do whatever they want to do. I don't have anything against that.
Right.
You understand?
That's fair.
So we just move on. Yeah, so you heard about the Liverpool incident, what happened in Newcastle?
No, what was that?
Where this man drove into the crowd and they just ride over people in the car. These Liverpool fans were enjoying after the victory they got. Then this man just drove through them, injuring a lot of people.
Really?
Yeah. They have to force him out of the car.
Was he drunk?
According to the investigation, nothing of that sort was disclosed.
Okay.
You understand? Just ran over people. It was several people were injured and stuff like that. It wasn't a good thing. You know, you are happy and all of a sudden
celebrating
something
from behind.
Yeah, something unforeseen just happened. Something you didn't even dream for. Yeah, you didn't dream about that it's going to happen. Just like that from nowhere. It was a sad incident. And we wish those that were affected speedy recovery.
I'm very positive a lot of people would have been injured from that.
A lot. Because when you look at the footage, how he drove the car, running over, some people were hanging on the bonnet, somewhere holding on, somewhere even stuck under the car. You know, it was really terrible. It was really terrible. And now you see people holding on to the door handle, trying to open, some trying to break the windscreen just to get to him, to let him stop what he was doing. I don't know if he was an opponent or supporter that he wasn't happy about their loss, or maybe, you know, I can't tell. Maybe he went to stake a bet. The bet went against him.
Went south.
The guy is frustrated. It's terrible. It's really, really sad. So
I think in instances like that, I don't know much about what happened to him, but sometimes maybe he was overjoyed and decided.
No, the way the thing happened is not joy matter. This is no big joy matter.
So now he knows they celebrate where the thing happened.
I don't know, or the people are on his way home. They are wasting his time.
So
he's in hurry. He's not being patient at that moment. So I can't wait for you guys to take several hours of my time. So I'm going to just drive through. I don't care what happened to anyone. Like something of that sort. You know, when this happens, like, there's a lot of scenarios will pop up in your brain.
And the same way you're explaining, he would have had a casualty at home. Maybe his wife, something. So he had to rush home, and nobody wanted to give him the.
Exactly. Out of your joy, you waste my time. We won't be sad together.
Come on for road.
Come on for road, Joe. Even though we are laughing about it, but this is not a serious issue. But we are just contemplating, imagining so many reasons what came over him to do that. You understand?
That's crazy.
Just run over people like that. But the police, they protected him, got him out of the crowd, and then.
Is that press play?
Yeah, got him out of the crowd. And they were monitoring. They monitor everything that went on, and then took him out. But we haven't got any information from them yet.
Okay.
To know what happened for him to do what he did.
Right.
So that is it. That was another sad story in the week. So it is what it is. Some people are crying. Some people are jubilant. You understand? Yeah. A whole lot of people were sad.
Have you heard of this theory before about music affecting your mood? There was there is a theory like that.
This is a conspiracy theory, I guess.
You could say a conspiracy theory, but then it's real. It's true. Like,
yeah, I would say it's true.
There are songs that when you listen to,
it affects your mood.
Yes, there are songs you listen to and then you want to have sex.
Exactly.
There are songs you listen to and you want to work. You know, or even there are songs that when you're working, Okay.
And you listen to
Personally,
them.
when I'm painting artworks, when I'm painting something on a canvas, and I'm playing my selection of music or collection of music, and some songs come on, I quickly change them because I feel like it is going to affect the way I work.
Your mood at that moment.
Yes,
it's true.
So in that moment, I would say in my space when I'm working, when I'm painting, every brush stroke is calculated. Okay, you don't just go about doing
because you want to paint.
Because you want to paint. So when you're listening to a fast-paced song, it makes you want to work faster because you are following the rhythm. But when you're listening to a slow-paced song, that is why I would prefer to listen to Billie Eilish, Celine Dion, Whitney Houston. These three people, if I put their song, I have their songs in a folder. So if I put their and other musicians, other slow type beat music, put that in there, I'm working. Then you see, because the music is slow, you are also painting in that accord.
Yeah.
You are being very meticulous about what you do. Now, there are other type of music that you listen to and then you become violent. Okay? You listen to some songs and you start having wild thoughts, like you start building terrible
mindsets.
So there are people who could wake up and say things like, I'm angry, but I just don't know why I'm angry. Like today, I just woke up and like I've been angry all day. I don't know why.
Yeah, they say mood swing.
Yes, music affects us in a way. When we branch into neuroscience, okay, which is like science of the brain and the nerves. There are music that when you listen to, they affect how you think and how you behave. So you'd notice that people who are intellectual people normally listen to this slow-paced music, and sometimes not even music, like just piano by maybe Beethoven,
someone like Louis Armstrong,
good
Tony Lama, those musicians, those people do good music. Yeah.
Somebody would prefer to listen to
Jimmy. They call is it what? Jimmy Jackson or something.
Jimmy Jackson. I have not heard of.
They are those
old. But people, when you watch, like sometimes when you watch movies, you realize that these rich people living in like mansions and stuff. When you listen to the music, they are. When you listen to the music, they're listening to, it's just keyboards,
piano, sounds.
Mozart or Beethoven being played, and you could see that those type of music speak to the. It's a form of art. It speaks to them.
I always say.
But when you come to the slums,
I always say music. I always say music as music is spirituality. The music you hear controls the moods that you find yourself. You understand? Let's take for example, love music. Somebody don't know how to express love, cannot communicate how he feels about somebody, but music can help that person to communicate something.
Yeah,
you understand? Music gives the body some sort of energy, whether to be slow, to be immediate, or to be fast.
Yeah.
Look at our common music, some of our music. For example, so. You see how when immediately they start playing such music, the mood is you feel the convention within yourself that hey, this one is a fast track, so you have just to. But when it's something romantic, slow, cool, you know what it goes with.
Yeah,
you understand. So music itself, I'll say, it's spirituality, or it's spiritual.
Yeah, it is,
and it possesses you according to what you are hearing.
Good. Like when you watch this movie, The Clone Tyrone.
Yeah.
In the latter part of the movie, there was this chase that was going on when they were chasing the three guys who tried to infiltrate those people's camp, those people who were controlling mind and stuff. Now you notice that in the club, they were trying to escape, and then they got into a club. You notice that the DJ started playing a type of music that was making people violent in the club.
Exactly.
So those musics have very subliminal messages in them that when you listen to, you are listening to the words of the music, but then the subliminal messages behind are also in there. That's why they are subliminal. Exactly. They are under, but then they are heard.
Exactly.
Do you get it?
Exactly.
So they tend to affect how. So I feel like most songs that we listen to have subliminal messages in there. They affect the way you think. This is just not a conspiracy theory, but this is a fact. If you look at it very well, if you have understanding of how music works or how people get affected by music, you know what I'm talking about. You know,
from my own experience, when I listen to this guy's music, Roadway, it gives me some sort of relaxation.
Okay.
Anytime I want to be alone, I want to be quiet. I didn't want to involve myself with anybody. I listen to his music.
Okay.
Then I don't know, the instrumental, the lyrics, the way the sound flows, you know, it makes me feel so relaxed.
I get you.
Especially if I really want to have a quick nap, just put it on. I just like how the music goes, you know.
Yeah.
So music itself, it's a mystery.
Exactly.
It's a mystery. That's why God himself loves music.
Yes, he does.
Because he said the more you sing for him, the more he does things. Yeah. You understand? So even Satan won his heart with his melodious voice.
Right.
Even despite he drops him from heaven, Christ, he still uses him. Sometimes they go and say, Charlie, what's up? How be heaven? How be things? I just pass by and someone can say what's up.
Say hi. We can say hi to you, big man.
See the music, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. Look at our brother's new album, The Iron Boy. When you listen to the lyrics, it makes you feel, yeah, this is life. Sometimes you are at the highest moment. Sometimes you are at the low point. Sometimes you lose hope. You feel this is the end of the world. Loves come in. A woman shows you love, wants to hold you down. But it's not always about that love. It's about how you make it yourself. The world is watching you. It's just you and yourself. So you look at yourself in the mirror. You talk to yourself. You see, this kind of lyrics make you feel like, I don't care. I can stay the whole day and be listening to this whole album and be like, yeah, this is my song. This is my song.
I feel you. I feel
this is my song. The one I like the most is the one. You are the one. Oh. You are the same one. Nobody is there. Oh. Nobody is there.
Oh, when you have Sharif has a song titled The One.
Yeah, like One.
One.
Yeah, okay. That's the title.
Oh, okay.
When you listen to it, you feel like, no, this is serious.
That's serious. I feel you.
Music is spiritual. It has a lot.
Fact.
That's a fact.
Very true,
that is a fact.
That's very, very true. All right, so yeah,
it's been a long night.
Yeah, it has. It definitely has, and it has been very productive too. I think our energies were on point today. I don't think anybody is going to complain that, oh, your energy was low. You guys look tired. You guys look sleep.
Charlie, bro, this work we are active, but setting up your gadgets and stuff isn't that easy. You understand? Sometimes exhausting.
Yeah, I feel
but it is what it is. You understand?
Yeah. So
thank you.
Make it a conscious effort to tune into our podcast weekly, and we bring you the best of information. We bring you top news and just exciting stuff. Of course, this part that I'm talking about right now, I'll cut it off. I'll not even use it in the podcast like I'm saying right now. But then, yes, tell somebody about the Global Gist podcast and subscribe. Let people also subscribe. Let's grow this channel. Let's make it global, like the name is suggesting.
Yeah.
You feel me? So thank you very much for your time.
I'll see you next time.